everything around you is touched by engineering in some way.
I feel like engineering is more of a mindset rather than a specific career.
It's just really interesting being involved in engineering. As a woman, we have so many opportunities.
What influenced me to be an engineer? Actually, my father. I was my dad's little boy.
My dad.
My dad.
My dad.
My dad.
My dad.
My dad.
My father.
My father.
My dad's an engineer.
So I grew up in the garage, building things, working on cars, learning how to shoot a rifle, all the kind of things that your dad would normally do with a little boy. So that taught me that girls could do anything.
Went for an interview at IBM, and at that time they were looking for materials people and chemists and things like that. And I had a degree in chemistry. I wasn't an engineer, but I went to work at IBM. I went to the interview and they told me I was going to be making chrome, copper, gold semiconductors, basically. So I took the job and I show up at the first day, and they told me I was a process engineer, and I came home and I called my father and I said, "Guess what, Dad? I'm a process engineer," which is what he was. And when he told me that he was a process engineer at RCA, I never knew what that was.
I didn't grow up with anyone that I knew that was an engineer. I didn't really even know what it was. And I had a great science teacher who said, "You know, Lynette, they have this thing called engineering where you actually take all that science and you apply it and do great things with it."
When I see a really big building or an interesting bridge, I think that would be cool to build. I want to do things like that.
I feel like your past definitely influences your present. No one can tell you differently. Being a female and going into engineering is just a big deal in my family. You know, you come from a hard time. My grandpa on my dad's side came over here, didn't know a lick of English, and he came and he taught himself English. He graduated with a history degree, and just knowing that I can take the science and the math and just continue to grow on that and give them, you know, make them proud.
And I worked at a nursing home, and you know, I saw a lot of problems with like healthcare and that kind of stuff with the nursing home. So I want to be able to fix them and help improve their quality of life. So that's why I chose engineering.
My grandmother was blind, and although she was blind, she still would write. She cooked delicious food, she cleaned, she knew when something was dirty. She was just an amazing woman, and because of that, I just feel that if she can do anything, then I can do anything too.
It's been challenging, and my brother's in the Army, so it's kind of an opportunity to feel like I'm helping the country, working for defense. Now I'm learning how to be a working mother / engineer as well, as you can hear here in the background. Hopefully we'll teach him to be a little engineer. Wave hi! Say hi. Say this is your first SWE conference, huh?
Yay, SWE!
My former boss, who is an engineer, her name is Susan Brower. I really admire her because she had a very challenging background, and she started her engineering career in her 30s with 6 children, 6 boys.
What inspired me to do my own success story is it's really important in your life to decide what is success for you. So many people let success be defined by other individuals, but in reality, success is what makes you feel accomplished and happy and get you to where you want to be.
Continue the momentum. I think this year is going great. We'll have another phenomenal conference next year, impacting more and more folks and driving the profession such that eventually we can't find a place to fit because we have so many women engineers coming to our conference.
I knew that engineering was sort of a place where I could use it to dimensionalize into a lot more spheres, so like make a difference and be able to impact a lot more of the world.
I have friends with daughters and things like that that see me and what I have and what I've done and realize that they can do that for themselves. They don't have to depend on someone else, and they can be independent.
I will do the best that I can possibly do, and then also inspire other people to do their best.
You know, I mentor others to give back, because that's really what helped me be successful, but I still keep my own mentors that I'm in touch with, and they're just even more senior and more knowledgeable than I am.
Last year I was a committee chair at our section for a camp called Careers in Engineering for Women. It's a camp for middle school girls that we put on every summer, and we basically have like 40 girls just come and stay with us for a week, and we introduce them to all different types of engineering.
I did Girl Scout Patch Day last Saturday for engineering, and we sat with us. I did airplane simulations, and a lot of the girls, they were like, well, I can't do this. Like, you can do anything as long as you put your mind to it. And so what if you're a girl?
How I inspire the next generation. And every Engineers Week, my company has what they call an Engineers Week competition. And for that activity, I've been helping to coordinate bringing high school students in, boys and girls, to let them sit down with a team of engineers and spend the day with them and participate in building these little projects, participating in the competition, and just meeting a lot of engineers.
I've had the opportunity to take kids around where I work and show them what I do. And recently I got an email from one of their moms that said, "You really did a great job today. You really inspired my daughter. She came home and asked me how she could end up working there. She really wanted to work where you do. And I told her if she works really hard on her math problems every night, she can get there. So she asked if she could stay up an extra hour working on her math." And so an email like that really inspires me to keep trying harder to be a role model to younger engineers and see them excel as well.
Everything that you want to do is out there. You just have to ask for it. Maybe you don't have the capabilities right now, but the most you can hope for is the opportunities to be able to prove it.
The thing for people or women out there is like everything's possible. You just need to work hard for it.
Once you get into the professional field, it is all about working hard, working smart, learning how to work as a team, and just continuing to focus on mission.
But probably what motivated me the most actually were the naysayers, the people who said, a girl can't be doing this, why do you want to do this? So I was going to show them. No one tells me what I can't do. So being able to continuously have the actual people that thought I couldn't do it really pushed me to prove that I could.